Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the next chapter in the Danish saga. Here in Total War Age of Charlemagne. Winchester's fallen. We're ripping down a lot of the stuff there for some money, but also make room for proper Danish architecture. We got a rebel army hiding about here, it seems. They're a bit upset about Danish management. Can't imagine why. Building up a small army here to sort of help things out. The Heralds of Ragnarok. And back here, things are looking, I suppose, a bit alright. We got a nice chunk of money there from raiding, stealing, pillaging, possibly not raping. That's never really lucrative. Either way, they'll probably try and take back Canterbury, so they'll need to break them down. They might have a small chance of holding up. Depends really on what they have. Need to build up here, though. So let's throw in some archers and some axemen. And this army here, well, what could we do with that one? Not so much really, just, well, knock a few together, these units. I mean, they're going to take ages to put up again. Might as well replace them with some fresh ones, since they don't have any experience in the other ones anyways. No point in wasting time on that. Getting back here for some replenishment of our little raider navy as well, yeah? And we got the priest here, which needs to get to work on fixing up the local religion a bit, you know, something a bit more agreeable with Danish sensibilities. Also got Stonehenge, which further helps with the religious disagreements, though it's going to take a bit of a while. Now, meanwhile, we've got the rebel army here. We almost got our campaign planning tech ready, which is going to be a bit helpful as well. So with all that going, ah yes, troops they're also hiring, which means I can't quite there. I guess we'll slightly see one of those gone. Maybe we can get some mercenaries next turn. But overall, the Danish campaign so far, taking here, we need to deal with rebels, then we move out into Lichfield, Lincoln, York and so on, push through there, secure Mercia, then we're going after, well, what remains of Northumbria, and then going after the Scots. Going to use the assassin here as a scout, checking what the Northumbrians might be up to. So far they got one army here in Matherfall, and we got Lichfield here with the unifiers of Britain, looking not frightfully set up for unification. We've got a governor we can set up here in Wessex. Jutland's got Olaf, Knut, Gerd, Knupa. What the hell name is that? Knupa. Ragnar here. Oh, he's an administrator actually. Let's do that in Wessex. And that's going to be good. Well, they're going to handle there nicely. So, let us end the turn and see what happens next. Also, they're starving. Unsurprisingly. With an army to support you, you're not really going to have much in food. The merchants sitting out there. Bohemia, a lot of other nations sort of passing through there as the turns pass. Let's be prepared. And there we go, going in after Canterbury. Spearmen, axemen, archers and cavalry, and of course the general there. 800. I think I can actually do it. It's going to be tricky though, but I do believe the watchtowers are operational. While they have been nerfed a bit, they should still do the trick. Plus, I've got more axemen defending. Ooh, decent position as well. Yeah, I just hope we can sort of attack from a good direction. For me, that is. Alright, not quite as much there. So, one option is to basically sort of try and defend the outskirts with the watchtower, so I can pull back here and defend from a higher point, shoot him to bits while he tries to approach and try to kill him here by the choke points. So, yes, cavalry. That might be the better idea, plus it's going to work out a bit better for my archers. So, let's do that one.
Guard! Battle ready and eager!
Let us do that.
Onward!
Putting up there. Keeping those in reserve, and let's have at it. Gonna speed this up here while they advance. No point in letting this carry on for too much. I mean, they're just gonna waltz up anyways, knock down the tower, and they're getting shot a bit in the process. Not a frightful lot, but you know, still a bit there. Particularly as they slightly move out, they're exposing their shields, taking some losses. We're just basically waiting for them to move in. They're taking some losses here, these feared axemen, these English rebels who disobey their noble and handsome Danish masters. I mean, what nonsense is this? What? Set up for flame arrows there, shoot down the cavalry. You do the same. There we go, as they approach, they get shot there by the walls, punishing casualties. Same here. Their horsemen are not having the best of days there. Shifting over to armor piercing. Do with the following units.
Warriors eager for blood.
As well.
We hunger for blood and battle.
Getting some damage done there now. So far, well, I've actually killed over 100 of the men. That's pretty good. That is what we call a very good start to the engagement. Alright, either he's going for the watchtower, he's hoping to sneak up behind me, go for the last path, which does take him past several watchtowers, which is not necessarily what he wants. Axemen are dealing with the cavalry, a bit difficult to do with axes, but you know, the archers help. Archers there exposed out in the open.
We will pierce their hearts.
Actually, I'm shifting you up there. Just to shoot down at the attackers there. There he goes, trying to flank in. Cavalry there, halt it. You move up there quickly. Because that way we can have the watchtower there shoot into their weak English backs as they try to charge through my noble and glorious Danish lines.
The enemy is attacking our general.
Switching over to regular arrows to just shoot faster.
We'll kill them all.
Go, shoot the royal companions, they're the most heavily armoured, the biggest threat. Plus we can get them killed. Well, more specifically kill the general. That means of course they'll be more likely to break. Oh, bollocks. Yes, it up. Not going to work out fully, but yeah, they probably took some nasty losses there, but they're not yet appearing. Looks like the cavalry broke down there, up here. Alright, they're not getting crushed by the cavalry, actually they're cutting them apart up close. Well, I guess once they've lost momentum, it doesn't really matter, you know, if it's an axe or a spear, you're getting cut down no matter what. Almost got them. I'm going to have to rush over some axemen there. Otherwise, that is not going to work out too well. Alright, getting all my axes over there. Problem is the spearmen simply won't have enough penetration, and these guys, they got a lot of armour. For that you need axes. Axes basically pass right through, in a sense, the chainmail armour they're wearing. I mean, they're not going to super well, but together with the other units they might just pull it off. You know, we got archers dying out there. They're trying to get the watchtowers, suffering actually a bit there. Those axemen actually suffer quite a bit. Meanwhile we got Earbolt with his royal companions trying to break through here. Taking loss there to the axes of the freemen. Mighty Danish warriors of the sorts. There we go, he's slowly losing up there to all the axes. Again, do not take the axes lightly. I mean, for some of the armors we have, then they're probably one of the best options of quickly breaking through the more armoured units the enemy might have. They're getting some good killing in. Archers moving up there, taking fire from my own. Switching into regular arrows. But unfortunately, the AI decided to split up the rest of the men from the general, sending him in first. It does occasionally do that, but other times it doesn't. I'm guessing it's because things are a lot closer here. Oh wait. Losing ground here, the Royal Companions, no matter how armoured, how much more well trained, simply can't keep up versus a lot of axes in the end. I mean, they simply put too many axes, too many really nasty things there. Heads lost, limbs cut off, limbs broken, fractured, split in twain. Archers there dying out horribly. Archers here not having the most fun either. Down to 69. I mean, they're fighting courageously. We'll give them that. We'll give them that. But ultimately, it's not quite enough there, I fear. Oh dear. Eric went down. coming up there. I guess I'll have to
Use all available ammunition.
split off the axemen to deal with that threat. They'll probably be able to deal with it quite quickly.
Fearless warriors,
Down to 63, 89 kills there. The axemen are doing quite well.
ready for battle.
And those feared spearmen are going to have quite a bad day. I'm exchanging some very upset Danes who had their, day of drinking mead and looking menacing ruined by some silly Englishmen. And there you go, straight into them. There we go. Straight into the neck. Didn't quite remove the head though. Oh! Okay, he took off someone's head with a spear. That's quite worrisome. Archers seem to be breaking off there. And looks like melee is breaking up between some of the other archers. There you go, they're basically getting cut to bits there, to ribbons. And you don't take the axeman lightly. You do not take the axeman lightly. Big mistake there. Big mistake there, my English friend. And these guys are just not having their day either. I mean, they're doing alright there. They get 90 kills again, that's versus Spearman Axeman. I mean, they're all doing alright. The problem is they're just lacking support. And overall got a strong defensive position here. Of course, the archers have already done quite a bit there. And over here, the archers are outnumbered by other archers. Knife versus knife. Fist versus fist. Problem is, I could have considered, charging around. The problem is going to take too long, so I might as well just move and attack from the front. Had this in cavalry, I could have done it, but Danes aren't exactly the cavalry type. On the other hand, they are the lots of axes type. And there we go, General is dead, fallen by a mighty Danish axe. Dead before the walls of Canterbury. Whoa, some of them flying there. The archer's broken. General, bodyguard broken, spearman next to be broken. There we go. And with that, victory is Denmark's. That was a heroic victory, even. They were absolutely slaughtered. And almost, a bit lower. So there you go. A good defense. And do a lot again. Grab some money, and then send in the secondary army. No. Alright, that was less expected. Fresh troops, including some onagers. Can I hire mercenaries? No, I cannot. Well, could send in him, but yeah, what the hell. I don't really feel like fighting out a battle just for that. And they're supposed to be dead, Game over and all. Bit of a bastard there, but there we go. Put them to rest. Plus, I do believe I scored myself some onagers.
On the move, lads.
Nope, no onagers. Damn, occasionally you can grab yourself some onagers if you pull it off correctly. Either way, let's take onwards. Either we got more campaign movement. That is good. That is good. Dear God. So what is next? We could go for raiding, but no, that doesn't really help with sacking. I'd rather do more call on vassals, move ahead there. Could of course go for King's Court, but call on vassals, more recruitment capacity at the moment I think would benefit the Danish military campaign. Much more. Of course we've got plenty to still clean up, got the church down, turn this into a long haul. And we'll be setting up a mead hall as well. The plan overall is to turn Wessex into a military centre, partly for pushing through the north, but also once we've secured England and Ireland, which certainly plans to become part of the Danish Dominion, to use then sort of as a foothold to strike into France. So far, the Westphalians are doing pretty well there. Kingdom of Altklud.
The Lord will have me listen to you.
No, unsurprised they're not too keen on trading with me. Nord Albintia, maybe,
I look
yes,
forward
finally.
to your wisdom.
No, what's wrong with you? You like me, but you don't want to trade with me, you prick.
I look
Maybe some
forward to your
gold.
wisdom. But I
Can
trust you will not object to a cup of wine
Loosen
first.
your tongue a bit. Yeah, I'm not paying that much. Your trade is not worth that much, my friend. I'm sorry, but it's not. Need to repair Canterbury. Need to finish the Sacred Grove here. Slightly tempted to take down the old one though. Replace that with a spring to help with the squalor there.
For the
On the
tribe.
way. Let's wait for that one before hiring more troops for the main army. Instead, we shall support the minor one here.
For us, lads.
Building up here around Lichfield. That's a bit worrisome. Let us harass it a bit.
I will feed the earth with blood. Could have been worse.
Wow, that was terrible. I was planning to make a push there. I might strike at Canterbury first with a smaller army there. They always loan integrity. Navy people always complain and grumble anyways. Ooh, their king is in Canterbury in the Navy.
I dislike begging, but we require money. Surely you can help your good friends.
We're not good friends. You haven't even offered me anything. In fact, you're demanding stuff from me.
Ready for orders.
You twerp.
I want hourly
That's not how we do
patrols.
business in Denmark.
Thirsty for
At least not with other Danes. Maybe with the non-Danes we might, consider such rude tactics.
to the tribe.
Are they almost down there? The meat hall will of course also provide public order, which in fact is not something all military buildings do. It's only the meat hall which does that, interestingly enough. I'm rather hoping to get a haul of stories up to sort of bolster my research, but I might of course want to do something about the money here. Probably could consider knocking that one down as well. I mean, I'll lose some of the garrison, but I don't think that'll be necessary for much longer. Plus, would help a bit with the food situation, which would mean better public order. Plus, I want to set up another farm. The farm here is going to be, I think, is sort of vitally important here for the Danish conquest, since they camp around of food due to this being a bountiful area, which means lots of money. In particular, sort of combine it with the manorial courts. So that's rather the plan in that regard. So that does mean I have to clear things out a bit here. Thus means sadly the guardhouse has to go. I do kind of like having the extra, garrison there, but ultimately we got bigger fish to fry in the longer term there, so I need to do something about that. Anyways, that almost done. Then you can hire some more big axes. Should add a bit more punch here to the proceeding before we go in after the army at Lichfield, alongside our other friends here. Probably add in some more
There is no
spearmen.
minor ending.
Immersions moving back. They're actually suffering quite a bit of attrition due to that. Which of course me as the superior Danish army will not. Roar. I didn't have to take advantage of that. Keeping the assassin around to keep an eye on what those Mercians are doing. They seem to be heading northwards though.
For blood and
Is he at war with them? No, he's only at war with me, yet he's moving his army north.
ready for
Striking is a
battle.
peculiar choice. Are they striking at
Let
Caerwent?
them cower before us.
It's nice and exposed. Might as well.
None will escape.
That's a quick one. No point in that. Didn't get to hire that extra unit, but I suppose we can hire something in Caerwent. Maybe some mercenaries, some Welsh archers. Sacking that, good measure. Since again, economy-wise, we're a bit rough there for the time being.
For the
So
tribe.
sacking is the name of the game. I could also hire armoured spearmen, actually. I think I'll do that. I believe I shall do that, actually. That one goes down, that one gets repaired. That's going to be expensive, though. We have the money. Fishing port can wait, I guess. I can use that to benefit the main province, getting up the hall of stories, and building up here for better troops as well.
Thirsty for battle.
Could get skirmishes, but I don't really think they're going to do me much good here. Instead, let us get some
Are
big
you
axes.
ready to do your duty to the tribe.
And some regular ones. Building up a sizable force here. I shall move next to Lichfield, probably with this force in tow, while London shall remain a bit safer there, building up the fields. We need more food for the Danes, and of course money. Lots of money. Right, governor here. What can we get him? Anything that helps? Well, I would like some lower corruption. I think overall we need some authority there, so the Dern Tutor will be good. Ooh, Quintain, that's a good one. That means more experience from troops trained there. That's really good. He's really good, actually. Getting it up there so we get a bit more tax out of the province. Next, ooh, looks like they're moving right down there, preparing around Lichfield again. Which means I have to prepare both of my armies to strike at Lichfield. There'll probably be some Welsh rebels around that little town I took there, the Caerwent. Well, I'm probably saying that incorrectly.
How can I help?
Oh wait, no, I didn't mean you. That one's going to be good, and that one's going to be good, initially. Dealt with public order. Sitting down the assassin again. Need to keep track on those damn Mercians. Don't be caught off guard. We got one army heading down there. Alrighty. Okay, went. Alrighty. Almost got the whole of stories ready as well. Again, more research, which is good. Now the question is how do we proceed further onwards. We got a decent army there. He's got half decent as well, though bolstered by mercenary Welsh spearmen as well. Can't quite. Actually, do we have the? I mean, I could have more armor, but I think I'll actually get him the nasal helmet, since it's always good just to have some extra public order sort of dealing with that. That always does one good, I find. Military presence is actually soon not needed in this province. Actually, the priests and the religious buildings are helping out, but money-wise, I need to sort of do something again. This will help out a bit, but that's about it. I'm not earning too much at the moment. Another option is basically just say, screw Caerwent, until I can sort of secure it with a further force, allow rebels to take it. Just sack it for as much money as worth. That's actually a bad idea. I mean, otherwise they're just going to sort of build up and take it, and I can't quite afford to be, you know, stuck there for the time being, so instead I shall shift towards the east instead, get some more money while I can, before striking here at Lichfield and the main Mercian army. They shall link up around here, I think. That'd be good. Actually, I'll set them up in ambush, in case we try to push in there. Otherwise, if they go for the one here, I'll give them a good thrashing. That sounds like a very good Danish plan. Back here, there's not so much to do. I can upgrade Aarhus. That's not too bad, though. What can I do? Actually, come to think of it, Manorial Court doesn't do me a lot there. Can't change it because it doesn't have the research, so I shall actually knock down the Manorial Court and change it into a trade city. That'll actually do me more good, I think. Well, no, actually it won't. Never mind. Still, not much there to do. I can go for some industry, but that'd be expensive. Fields, as you might notice, won't do me much financial good either. It's basically surface mine, but that's going to cost squalor. Options are limited. Options are very much limited here. Currently, I mean, a longer term option, actually changing this into a city, then setting up the other things. That overall give me... Actually, let's do that. Let us do that. It might hurt me militarily, but I don't think there's much to sort of worry about in this region. I can always change it back, though. It's going to cost, so let's return to a small city here. Knock that one down. That should also help with food. Yes, a plan is forming in my wicked mind. A very wicked plan. There we go. So that should help with the financial situation by turning Denmark into more of a trade region, financial commerce. While Winchester, of course, is the military region, plus farming, and basically I'm just going to turn England into one big breadbasket for the Danish kingdom, and for that matter, money basket. Wasn't quite where they were in that range. Pulling back for the time being.
Finding shelter.
Need to strike at them with a bit more force here. Can't afford to strike at them not too wisely. Yeah, Wales is basically not happy about that, but you know, who cares about Wales? So the trick here is to somehow coordinate these two armies.
Thirsty for battle.
Yes, strike at the king.
Move out.
Ooh, this is going to be a big battle actually. Really big one. If anything. Wow, untrustworthy, uncompromising and stupid. That's a really, really interesting combination for a general to have there. Good job, Knut. I am Knut. Yes, we know that, Knut. I am Knut. Shut up, Knut. Alright, giving that for a bit more maneuverability.
Thirsty for battle.
Can we throw in some mercenaries with him? Okay, I only got one cavalry unit, so I might as well just throw in some more spearmen here for good measure.
Getting on our way.
They can of course support each other. Oh
Is there
dear.
nothing else?
Problem is, if I sort of go for that, I'm going to have to fight a river battle, and they're going to have the advantage. I mean, that's going to be a blockbar for me if I sort of try to pull through that.
Warriors all.
And I suppose I could try and attack through there. Perhaps will be not so much then, and I could still, you know, have the other army support me. Let's try that
On the
instead.
move, lads. Your next command.
Ah, he can't. Bollocks. Okay, let's pull back to Winchester. You double time it out of there. Though you're probably hunted down, hopefully, though they can't quite.
Ready for battle.
If I had enough cunning, I could have probably initiated a night battle. So knock them out that way. Problem is I don't.
Ready for order.
This could be a bit bad. This could be a bit bad. Damn that river. I mean, I could have tried initiating a battle through it, but I don't feel very confident in that. I don't feel very confident. Another option might be just to, well, kill their general, their king. We'll have to take from there. This army is almost ready to start again for more raiding. Oh!
The champion of champions.
Dead. Wonderful.
For the tribe.
So in here there'd be, or Aarhus, what should we be planning there? Then sort of work well with the rest. There's not really much commerce you can build out here in the boondocks, if you will. That's a bit the bastard here, essentially. I mean, I could build some fields, but that'd be about it. And he's converting that one. Then we can get some commerce going. We can upgrade that one, actually. And the fields, I suppose, we're just there for some food. Actually, let's just build this one for future usage. He's got a kill there, good work. I am the destroyer of men. I destroy them with my arm. There we go. Let's see what they do. They'll probably go after the weaker army, obviously. Hopefully and get away, but otherwise we might just pull it close enough to London to pull it off. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do as much damage to the merchants than strike with my main army. We'll have to see here.
Fall back. Journey completed.
There we go. Now this could work out a bit better. Now the army's a bit more displaced. More importantly, it's not near a river. Ooh. Ingeborg's gotten someone.
Warriors all. For the tribe.
So,
Ready for
how do we
battle.
go about this?
Aye.
And they can support each other, I imagine. Yes, indeed. And I can't support my armies, on the other hand.
I am the wild.
This is a bit of a conundrum.
am the destroyer of men. I'll take a head home for my children.
Of course,
Will be remembered.
working separately, I don't think my armies quite have it to take this out together, though they can.
For the tribe. Ready for battle.
Well, one option is to rush over my king's army, then have the small army lead the way, using this one as a reinforcing one.
I don't care how tired you are.
It's gonna be pretty close, and it's gonna be another river battle.
We can't do that.
What can he do? Similarly, no.
Damn you all.
So I'm basically forced into a river battle no matter what. Yuck. I'm not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that. I wish I could night battle, but I can't.
Thirsty for battle. Ready for orders.
This poses a bit of a philosophical question. How do I go about this one? How do I go about this? They got plenty of cavalry, they got decent archers, skirmish and such. And this one in particular is heavily equipped with heavier infantry. We got Thanes spearmen, we got Thanes as well, mercenary Thanes plus cavalry. I prefer if I could split them up, but I can't. I can't. He's not going to do that unless he's got another attack to go for and feels that's weaker. Then he might just be silly enough to split up. So that pretty much means I'm forced to engage them in a big battle head on and clear them out. Oh, a river battle. At the same time, that could actually prove advantageous versus the cavalry. The river battle would actually remove them their advantage. So let's try that. Let us try that.
To battle.
No, it's not a river battle by the looks of it. Alrighty. That means we got about 5,600 versus less than that. Alright, big battle incoming. Big battle incoming. The Battle of Lichfield. The Kingdom of Mercius, the heralds of Lichfield going up versus the heralds of Ragnarok. Who shall be heralding what? Who shall be heralding? Big question here. No. Right. Looks good. And again, this isn't even the biggest of the army, the most important one. Got the big axes there with their, well, big axes there, Danish axes specifically as they were also known. We got the axe freemen, we got lots of levy freemen, we even got some
Warriors, eager
mercenary
for
fiat. And
blood.
again, you can't really tell difference between them. You stand up, there's nothing really distinguishing. They're wearing the same hats, they look similarly miserable. So, you know. And of course we got plenty of archers. We got the enemy army out here. You can see some of the archers, we can see some of their cavalry, you can see some of their fiat, spearmen, axemen, and of course the royal companions. So, let's begin this. First, of course, waiting for our own army, so we can link up with that. And of course, they'll be linking up with their own. Oh, they'll be attacking us, apparently. Well, I don't mind that. Saves me the trouble.
Ooh, there's more.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
Warriors eager for blood.
You will move up here to the other general.
Warriors ready.
I'll actually move you up there. You guys move up here. You gentlemen.
Bravo. Rappers ready.
You shall form a defensive reserve. Maybe you will set up around here-ish.
The enemy approaching.
There you go, they got both their armies approaching. They just seem to have stopped up. Got more troops coming in. More axemen, more bowmen. 5,000 versus 400. I mean, I've got the bigger army.
Battle ready.
That doesn't mean you should get overconfident. They got a lot of cavalry and things go very quickly very wrong. They could very quickly go very wrong. If we can take the heights, that might be good. We'll of course have to see how they move. First thing to do though is actually set up people. You shift over there though. Actually, I should probably move them over here to support as well. Just so they don't appear out of whack. Lots of horsemen there. More field archers. This is going to be a big one. There we have our mercenary Welsh spearmen moving up.
This is bloody work.
Standing a bit up behind their employers. Also got my sword hitman here. They seem a bit exhausted really. I can't imagine why. It's not like they've been force marched over here and then sort of made to further move. So of course I'll be giving them a bit of a bit there. We'll have to see what are they doing. They're still moving up as well. Actually I'll just speed up past this part here. Both armies assembled for the clash. I mean, I could move up, you know. The first one tried to strike before they join up with their reinforcement. Problem is, I've got the numbers. I'd rather like to utilise that one. I'm facing up versus cavalry. Plus, that way I don't have to manage two armies independently, which is where I could make more mistakes. Rather, having to manage them all as one really big army at the same time, of course, could lead to its own mistakes, but not necessarily the ones I worry about. Oh wait, this is a really, really big army. And still it's moving, by the way. It is still moving. Assembling. Of course, I have to see what they do once there's assembled. They seem to be slowly getting there. Slowly. Very tight. Here we also got our mercenary things. Again, that's probably the force march, which isn't helping much there in that sense. Which also means attacking with them is going to get tricky. But again, I'm rather hoping you can utilise my greater numbers and my overall lots more missiles against them. This is a really big army. Okay, they got to move on. They've joined up. They're setting up there to strike. Oops. What are they striking? Oh, they're building up there. Lots of swordsmen, axemen, spearmen, their own mercenaries of the Welsh kind, their own armoured spearmen. Oh, well, all the way over there. So, got their Egg-Freak moving in. Will they be taking the attack, or shall I make the move? Otherwise, we got again two big armies assembled, two large, vast forces of their raid against each others. Who shall be making the move here? Kinda hoping he does. I don't think he will. It's not very often I have to deal with that large an army here. Alright, how far can they hit? Alright, let's just set it up, I don't know, around here. Seeing all our spear guys. Ah, bloody hell, I don't know what happens from time to time. I can't move that in sort of lumps. Oh well. We'll do it like this. Yeah, I don't know why it does. It occasionally just, you know, I give one order and then the next sort of seconds after gives another order entirely differently. Which really doesn't help me out, so my apologies there with all the mucking about. Bit tricky when you have to fight against the game as well to get things done. Turning that into one big formation as well. again, as you might be noticing, slightly awkward things are happening. Going to have to give them a formation.
Understood.
There we go, that also nice to stretch them out. Doing the same here with that unit, by the way. And again, you know what's happened? You can see I'm giving up one order, for some reason another one's being handed out there, it feels like.
Move it.
Which is a bit awkward, and again forced me to have to take longer, which is probably one of the reasons why I want to avoid these bigger battles, because you'll need to manage them a lot more, but you risk things basically going very wrong. I'm just going to speed this up again. My apologies again, we really want to see that big battle line now, but I want to set up things up properly. Apparently they need to find out their own internal order, which is just grand. Guess we'll set the last up in a big final order as well. Oh, you're there as well, I guess. Right, you are the third group, formed into a line as well, just for good measure. Right, as everybody sets up, gets ready. This is just going to be absolutely insane once the fighting breaks out. There's going to be an absolute mess to have to keep track of. And that's again also where things go slightly wrong with me. Despite having a numbers advantage, those 1,100 extra men or so can easily vanish here during the fighting if I'm not careful. And still they're not moving, they're just waiting, sort of as I just make pretty with my entire army. Kinda incredible anyways, there we go. Just slowly advancing. Slowly. General there, King right next to him. Bit worried about them being exposed on the flank. So we've got the Welsh basically backing them up there. So they try anything there they can't do so easily. Okay, slowly moving ahead, hoping for them to make them move. That's basically not entirely sure what happened there. Come on, make a move, you bastards. Make a move, please. Oh, so many overlapping acts so far. Further. I mean, I'm not gonna rush into any of this. One wrong move could propel 1,000 men to their deaths, so you know. Not exactly used to having to manage these large battles, at least not yet. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh. No. Oh, there we go.
We'll kill them all. They will bleed for us. Warlord. The gods watch over us. Ready for battle. We hunger for blood and battle.
There you go, the battle commences. The Battle of Lichfield, with the mighty Danish army saw down the Mercian army.
Serve the shield wall. Forward.
I will try to manage it all.
Pat them down. Battle ready.
I have to worry about the cavalry on the flanks. There you go, though. Ah! Ah! Forwards to death! Death to the Englishmen and their bad teeth and terrible cooking! Forwards for superior Danish cuisine!
Warriors eager for blood.
And now my computer's basically lacking down under all of this. I can't swim up though. Cavalry there broken down for the time being. Good, good, good. Push forwards! You switch over to flame arrows and try and deal with those buggers down there.
The enemy refuses.
Casualties so far? if
The
we...
unit has rallied. They are trying to take out our general. Defend him. Battle! Fearless warriors. Axes!
Okay, the computers are... Oh, there we go. Alright, they're actually suffering a lot more than I am. That's good, that's good. That was what I was hoping for. Cavalry on the east suffering. The cavalry advantage not quite yielding them as much as they'd hoped.
Warriors eager for blood.
They're trying to pelt you with arrows. Not good. I'll probably have more luck if I just get them close to the way the archers can't hit mine, so yeah. You ignore them, strike into the flank there.
Lord, men are running. Stand and fight, damn you. We hunger for
Just cut the bastards down where we can. Some spearmen broke down. Others are killing them. There we go, there we go. Massive battle here. Absolutely huge. And this is in the beginning of the campaign, man. The beginning. Thousands of men clash on the fields of Lichfield. Outside Lichfield, anyways. I know. I'm sure someone could look at the map and say it more specifically and go, oh, hey, there was a massive battle in theory in a game near my home a few thousand years ago. Spearmen, axemen breaking there for them out of the Danish armies. There we go. The right flank is turning into complete mess for the British army. Archers, spearmen, axemen break through, cutting down the Englishmen. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for the might of Denmark. And Danish axes, which are really doing a lot of good work there. Push forward. Bring into the flanks. Absolute chaos reigns as the English army now the merchant army completely collapses. Big axemen, yeah, cutting off heads, slaughtering the British. I forgot actually a lot of them. How are they doing? 123, 114, 169. Big axemen, big axes, big impacts.
the men are broken and running for their lives.
The Welsh broke? Well, obviously they're not Danish. Of course they break. They lack the proper Danish spirit which is necessary to overcome the enemy through sheer Danishness. Now, there we go. Kill, kill, kill. That's the spirit. That's the proper Danish spirit. Yeah, use the whip. Push them forwards. Greater deeds of Danishness. Up here we got the skirmishers and get tangled with axemen. Getting absolutely gutted. The snow. Stained red. The merchant army is completely collapsing now. Should be anyways. The archers is basically the main component left. Actually, you flank in there. So do you. Back down the archers.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
There you go. The Mercian King's men are getting absolutely slaughtered here. Actually grab some armor piercing rounds, fire into their backs, to their soft, non-Danish backs. Oh, it's beautiful how just the entire Mercian army is on the run, except these few bastards, these royal companions. They're certainly showing their stuff. I mean, they're definitely earning their pay. You gotta give them that.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
For the rest of the Mercian army, complete collapse here.
Levy! The enemy are losing ground.
I'm surprised the king is still standing here. I mean, he's got lots of axes banged on upon him. Big ones, small ones, novelty ones, baby ones. There we go. Crushed. like the rest of his army. And now they're just getting slaughtered. There we go. The enemy general is dead.
A lethal blow.
For that, the rest of the English or merchants should soon fall. Might as well just speed up here. This is just basically mopping up the archers. Which is always a bit of the tricky thing for the Danes, since you got no cavalry to quickly do it. And there we go, though, broken in the end. Victory! Close! Denmark! Woo! Only took 2,000 Norse, so they took 300. How we do it. That is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, the king was. Now like he's dead too. One army was more or less shattered. There's only a few archers left. The other one's got a few spearmen, but also mostly archers.
Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
That, I think, was a very convincing victory. Very convincing. Bit of integrity there. Might as well finish off the remainders. Bit of mercy. Oh, the wit here. Such magnanimity. Blessing them with my puns while I'm cutting them down. They should be honoured. So deeply honoured.
Ready for orders.
And with that, I think I can say that was a glorious Danish victory. The stuff of legends. And with that, I think we got enough here for the third episode, ending off with a massive battle between the English, or the merchant, and the Danish armies. Not so much, there's a small few battles here as well, but still lots of battles. And while there wasn't much conquest, that was pretty much ensuring all of southern England is more or less now mine. Caerwent, of course, needs to be taken, but that can be done at my leisure. So thank you all for joining. I hope this episode, of course, was enjoyable. If it, like, share, and so on, so on. The more the like and share, of course, the better. And of course, comments and questions, of course, as always, are welcome. And of course, expect the next episode up in about 2 days. There does seem to be some question about who when it comes. So basically, I try to keep it up every second day. So anyways, thank you all, and I hope this was fun. Bye.